Guys, homesteading cheaper by the dozen. We've broke a track on the excavator, but that's for another video. We're still hunting some parts. I'm going to show some video of unloading the dozer. Wow, it really came off a whole lot easier this morning with the backhoe pulling it off than it went on with the come along. But we got it unloaded and we'll show the progress. Dozer's coming to its new home. Get it up here in the shop and work on it. See if it pulls off easier than it goes on. Watch the post. Well, that worked. Well, the boys are really excited. They're trying to break the clutches free. And see what they can do to, if they can get the motor to turn over. See if it's truly stuck and see what's working and what's not. We're gonna try their hand at breaking these clutches free. We'll see if we're turning the motor over any. We got good news and bad news. I guess the good news is that Caleb can tear stuff apart really fast. The bad news, we discovered yesterday trying to tow it off that the motor is definitely locked up. But we're hoping that we can put some diesel or something down inside of it. He's pulling the injectors out right now and let something soak and maybe we can get it loosened back up. Worst case scenario, if we have to rebuild it, we can get a complete rebuild kit with pistons, jugs, rings, bearings, everything for like $850. So if it comes down to that, and this thing doesn't really look like it's going to be that bad to pull. We got to pull it out and change the ring gear anyway. So Caleb's excited. He's making progress already. We'll see what happens, but stay tuned. We'll keep you guys updated. Give us a thumbs up and comments and have a good day. Check this out, guys. We got some good news with the dozer. Caleb's put the you don't have a bigger ratchet than that?
Nope, not around me at least.
He's put some diesel in here.
It's gonna break.
Yeah, that's not a good combination. Where's the ratchet that you had earlier? Yeah, you can't.
I
All
don't know.
right, let's see what we got going. Here's the deal, guys. We're going to, Dad's gonna pry on this and Caleb's gonna pry on his ratchet. And if we can get this motor moving, we found out what the problem was inside this exhaust. It has the exhaust that turns up like that, and it must have been sitting on enough of a hill where it was getting some moisture down into it, and the very back cylinder, the exhaust valve was open, so it let the cylinder fill up with water, and then rusted up. So if we can get this dude moving and start working it back and forth a little bit, hopefully it hasn't done a total loss of damage. If it does, worst case scenario, we'll just rebuild it, put some new pistons, jugs, rings, and everything into it, and we'll have a brand new rebuilt motor. But if not, if we can work it back and forth gently enough where the cylinder doesn't get scored up too bad, we can keep working it back, forth, and then eventually get it to turn a full cycle and get it freed up. We've done this before on stuff that's locked up and got a lot of good use out of it. So let's video here and see if we can get it to move. All right, here you go, Sean. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Something broke.
No, my rod just came off. Oh,
It chipped it.
gonna keep on turning.
It is.
Go ahead. All right, let's go backwards. Hold on, let me get over there. Caleb,
Yep.
you ready?
Nope. Okay.
All right, I'll go the other way. All right. You ready?
Yep.
There we go. Moving.
Yeah.
All right, let's take it backwards again.
Yeah.
Go back to that rust spot.
Orders on the pulley.
Keep going. Don't cut your hand on that fan. Almost back where we started. Let me come over and pry.
I was about to say it's starting to loosen the bolt now.
Alright, let's go the other way.
I said part of it may be because it's pushing fluid up, but it shouldn't have any compression.
Yeah, it may have some compression on the where the valves haven't opened.
Nice.
We got the injectors out, but
Yeah, you're gonna turn it a little more.
seems to be turning a little.
When it presses the valves down, it kind of stops it.
A little more. A little more. A little more. So it's getting compression. Let it stopping.
Why would it have compression though? Because I have
Look.
all the injectors out.
Yeah.
Does it have a pre-combustion chamber? It should. As far as it goes that way.
Go the other way. So we've moved it from here to here. So we're moving maybe a quarter of a turn. Wait.
At least
So you
it-
excited, Caleb?
very-
Pretty tickled. We got the beast turning free. Got it rolling all the way around. Nice and freed up. Got a little bit of rust out of one of the cylinders. A bit of rusty diesel. Can't really see that, but the very back cylinder was the one that the exhaust valve was open on. Yeah, don't do that. You could get your fingers pinched. Yeah, it's free enough. It's turning by the fan belt now. Hopefully that ring will reseat. We found a can of starting fluid in here, so that's indicative that it's an old machine and it probably needed a little help getting started anyway, so the compression may be lower on it than what we'd like. We'll probably eventually look at rebuilding it, but for the time being, I think we're gonna look into seeing if we can roll start it, and then if we play around with it just a little bit, see how if it'll run, then we're gonna jerk this motor off. We may just order the ring gear and get that fixed first and do it right, but we'll jerk the motor out, put the ring gear into it, and hopefully be up pushing some trees before long.
This thing would, since it's already down, we should go ahead and do the ring gear on it.
Do what?
So since it's already down, we should go ahead and do the ring gear.
Yeah, I think we priced the ring gear. The gentleman we bought it from said it was like 27 bucks or something. So
we already got.
And I think it's
not pulled off, so
just fuel lines and about 4 bolts, and it should pop apart. And whatever's tying the transmission together, I don't know if this has a torque converter on it or if it's a clutch system, but
it's got a clutch.
We'll get into it and find out. But like and subscribe, guys. This is how you can unlock a motor that's locked up, been sitting for a while or had a little moisture in it and locked up good. It was locked up pretty tight. Like, I put that big rock bar on it when we first drug it out here, and we tried pulling it off with the backhoe and it wouldn't move at all. So I'm pretty excited. We'll see how it works. Y'all have a good day.